Good morning, all of you. Today I am back with another class of Standard 12. Thank you for watching all the previous videos. Today we are going to discuss chromosomal theory of inheritance. As you know, Mendel studied all his experiments, did all his experiments and calculations, and his work was published in 1865. Mendel's work was published in 1865, but his work was not recognized because it was published in local journals. It was not internationally published, and Darwin's work was going on at the same time, and everybody was talking about Darwin. So Mendel's work was not recognized. Another factor was he was a mathematician. Biologists were not able to accept that a mathematician would give a concept of biology. And the third factor was that he mentioned factors. Some factors are responsible for this kind of behavior in the plant, and discrete unit was not given for that. That is why Mendel was not recognized at that time. But later on in 1900, three scientists, De Vries, Correns and Teschmark, we have discussed all these in previous class also. In 1900, they all studied Mendel's work and they all published it separately. And in by 1902, Sutton and Boveri gave this chromosomal theory of inheritance, because by that time several new microscopes were discovered through which different organelles of the cell could be recognized. They were able to see the chromosome also by staining. So in 1902, Sutton and Boveri gave this theory of chromosomal theory of inheritance. Now what does this chromosomal theory of inheritance, what is difference between the Mendel's theory that he gave and the chromosomal theory of inheritance? If we look at it, both of them are same, but Mendel is talking in terms of factors and Sutton and Boveri is talking in terms of chromosomes, because chromosomes was discovered by that time. Let us see what are the similarities that they had. So this, on this side I am writing about Mendel, and on this side I am writing about Sutton and Boveri. So what did Mendel say? Some factors are responsible for the inheritance of character, and that is occur in pair. And he called them as alleles. And the factor which Mendel was talking of was later called on as genes. Because chromosomes were discovered, he said that chromosomes also occur in pair. He said chromosomes occur in pair. So this is, he was talking about genes and he is talking about chromosomes. Factors are which occur in pair was called by alleles, and two alleles together make one gene. So alleles occur in pair, chromosomes occur in pair. The chromosomes that occur in pair are known as homologous chromosomes. That is why whenever we talk of chromosomes in an organism, we generally talk of 18 pairs. For example, we have 46 chromosomes in human beings. We say there are 23 pairs of chromosome in human being. It is not 46 chromosomes in human being. We say 23 pairs of chromosome in human beings, because for every one chromosome we have a similar chromosome which are known as homologous chromosome. Another thing that Mendel said was, that is what is law of segregation based on, during gamete formation the alleles of a gene separate out or segregate. He also said the same thing for his chromosomes. During gamete formation, the chromosomes segregate. So, this we have seen several times. Let us see what happens. Suppose I am taking a gene capital T small t. So, if this has to form a gamete, what will happen? These two will separate out and they will form two different gametes. If we have capital T, both the T will separate out and we will have two different gametes. So, the alleles, they separate out whenever gamete formation takes place. Now, let us see what happens in chromosome. Suppose we have, this is one chromosome and this is another chromosome for the same. Okay. So, one capital T is situated on this chromosome and small t is situated on this chromosome. So, we have seen that during meiosis the number of chromosome is reduced to half. So, all of them are separated. So, what will happen? One chromosome will go in one gamete, the other chromosome will go in another gamete. So, when a gamete is formed, we have T over here. This is one chromosome. Let me write T outside. Yes. And for another one, we have small t over here, and this is the gene which is present on the chromosome. So, during gamete formation, we have this as one gamete, we will have this chromosome, the other gamete will have this chromosome. So, this is chromosomes separate out during gamete formation, and these chromosomes carry the gene. These chromosomes are carrying the genes. This was what they said. The third one is that there we were considering only one gene. Now, if we have two different genes, that is what will happen in that case? That is given by Mendel's law of independent assortment. What did he say in law of independent assortment? That whenever there are two different, in a dihybrid cross we study two different characters, in a trihybrid cross we study three different characters. Irrespective of how many characters we are studying, during gamete formation all the genes will assort out independently. And that is that. What does he mean by this? All the genes will assort out independently during gamete formation. This was his law in di, tri or other hybrid crosses. So, if we are considering more than one character at a time, the genes will assort out independently during gamete formation. What does he mean by this? Let me show this by an example. Suppose I take capital T small t, one gene, capital R small r, other gene. Okay, so this will assort out independently, this will assort out independently, but when gamete is formed, one allele has to be taken from this and the other allele has to be taken from this. So what will happen? We will have 4 different gametes, that is capital T, capital R, capital T, small r, small t, capital R and small t, small r. It is not that capital T will always go with capital R or capital T will always go with small r. It can go with any one of them because they are independently assorted out. So we have 4 different types of gametes because all the alleles of a gene, they separate out and then they can form combinations with each other. So we have different types of combinations because they assort out independently. Now how did Sutton and Boveri explain the same concept related to its chromosome? During gamete formation, if we are considering 2 or more chromosomes, all the chromosomes will assort out independently. So what did he say? During gamete formation, one pair of chromosome will assort out independently from the other chromosome. What does he mean by this? Let us see by an example. So what did he mean by this? Suppose we have a chromosome and capital T is located over here, small t on the other chromosome. Let me change the color. Let me draw another chromosome. If this is another chromosome and we have capital R and small r on these chromosomes. So what did Sutton and Boveri wanted to say is that this chromosome during gamete formation, this chromosome can go with this chromosome also or with this chromosome also. So when gametes will be formed, we can have capital T, capital R also, capital T, small r also, or small t, capital R and small t, capital R. So this is what Sutton and Boveri said, but he said it in terms of chromosomes because chromosomes were discovered by that time. If we look at these different things said by Mendel and Sutton and Boveri, both of them said exactly similar things, but Mendel said it in terms of his factors, whereas Sutton and Boveri said in terms of chromosome because chromosomes were discovered by that time. And Sutton, because he is speaking it in terms of chromosomes, we call it as chromosomal theory of inheritance. And so all the 3 characters are in accordance with Mendel, but Mendel was not recognized because whatever he said did not have any physical evidence at that time. But later Sutton and Boveri gave this theory when chromosomes were already discovered and scientists were able to see the chromosomes through microscope, and meiosis was also known at that time. So they could study the movement of chromosomes in different phases of meiosis. So chromosomal theory of inheritance became more prominent when it was given by Sutton and Boveri. So this is all for today. Hope you understood this chromosomal theory of inheritance and how it has been correlated with the 2 Mendel and Sutton and Boveri. So if you like this video, do share it with your friends. Don't forget to click on the bell icon to get the notifications whenever a new video is released. If you have subscribed the channel, thank you for that.